Welcome to Diversity TV, Diversity Magazine, and all other Diversity Magazines platform, Jeffrey, and congratulations for being the new President and CEO of the Edmonton Chamber of Commerce.
Well, thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here.
Yeah, we've had a good working relationship with Janet, so nice to set the ball rolling with you as well. But if you don't mind, let's get you to say a bit about you, so at least we get to know you before we go into our conversation.
Well, thank you very much. And it is my pleasure to be here. And it's such a great organization and an important organization to be involved in. And as the previous board vice chair, when given the opportunity to take a leadership role in the organization, I certainly welcomed it.
Thank you. So you've had some extensive experiences in private and public sector. You want to just hint on that before we go to our conversation?
Well, yeah, I have worked in both public and private sector. Prior to taking on the role here at the Chamber of Commerce, developed a environmental services company, which we have largely relocated down to the US. And prior to that, I was a diplomat representing Alberta's policy and commercial interests in the UK, Northern Ireland, and in broader Europe, dealing with a lot of energy and environmental policy.
Good to know all that, and now to meet you in a different role, which is a Chamber of Commerce. So, and what's most importantly, Small Business Week. What do you guys have for Small Business Week, or what's coming up?
Well, we've got a lot of things that are working and supporting small business. From our Better When It's YEG campaign, which is really promoting local business, to our Sample in the City, which is really around locally owned restaurants. We've got a number of educational and advocacy and other types of programs during Business Week. We've got a great discussion to have with Todd Hirsch, the Vice President and Chief Economist with ATB. And that's happening on Wednesday at the Westin Hotel, and that one will be face-to-face. We've also got Meet the Maker, which is at SYC Brewing Company, and that is also going to be a face-to-face organization, a face-to-face event. And we're just so looking forward to getting back to meeting and congregating together. And there's 7 other events that are attending virtually.
That's good. Good to know that. And is there any specific theme for this year?
Well, a lot of it has to do with COVID recovery. Some of it has to deal with sales strategy, growing your brand, and even understanding insurance. You know, for small businesses, that can be a complex issue, and understanding the nuances of insurance are very important for small and medium-sized business.
That's good. Such an extensive calendar for Small Business Week, and I see the emphasis that the Chamber is paying on small business. But before going further, the question always any small business listening will be asking will be, what does the Chamber offer? What services and what do they need to know about the Chamber, and how can they access those services?
Well, as the voice of business in the Edmonton region, we represent over 1,700 members that employ over 100,000 people in the Edmonton metropolitan region. So our three tenets are around advocacy, education, and connections. Now, connections obviously during COVID have been a bit of a challenge for us. But around advocacy, we have one of the best advocacy shops in any chamber. We've got a 132-year history here at the Edmonton Chamber. We provide opinion on a number of different matters, and our opinion does matter. And so whether it's municipal, provincial, or federal, our views on issues relating to business is obviously very relevant and very important. And recently we've been collaborating a great deal with the Calgary Chamber of Commerce. And when you consider you've got between the two cities $225 billion in GDP, our voice should be heard in Ottawa. So that level of collaboration, speaking with one voice on common messages, is essential. And anything from tax rates to something as simple as what we've worked on here at the Chamber is expediting patios for local restaurants. The chamber is involved in that. Expediting those instead of taking what could be weeks, it can be done in a day. So advocating and creating that environment, that ecosystem for business success is what we do.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Anything else you want to add before we let you go your busy schedule?
No, I just think that, when it comes to diversity, diversity is very, very important for the chamber, and it's certainly a key initiative for me, a strategy for me. We want to, not only in terms of geography, but demographically, broaden our reach into the business community. So we are currently working with, First Nations and Métis communities, the LGBTQ community, the Chinese business community. We're trying to engage more with the Indo business community. So organizations that haven't necessarily been exposed to the chamber, which is a very important business organization, one of the most influential in Canada. We want that diversity. And I look at diversity in a very important way, and I'd liken it to travel. Travel, in my view, is one of the best forms of education. And the reason why it's one of the best forms of education is it gives you the opportunity to experience different languages, different cultures, and it just makes us more worldly. And so having that diversity, different perspectives, makes businesses stronger. And so what you're doing with Diversity Magazine, I think, is absolutely essential, and it's very, very important for us. And when I look at some key things that we're working on, and that we worked on during the federal election platform, it was recovering, having a strong, diverse, and inclusive economic recovery, because there are a number of things that are impacting business. Things like something as simple as, well, not as simple, sorry, affordable childcare. That impacts business. You wouldn't normally see a business association involved in things like a social matter like childcare, but what the pandemic did was really amplify the importance of things like affordable and quality childcare. Women have been certainly disproportionately disadvantaged during the COVID period, and we are advocating for good programs like that to get more people back into the workforce. Parents who want to be in the workforce should be able to, and childcare shouldn't be a barrier. We've also been a strong advocate for creating programs for Indigenous and newcomer children. We want to invest in and incorporate social procurement into organizational strategies. So those are, very interesting and new elements to what is traditionally a chamber. And, even increasing the support for early childhood educators. Like, it's all about how do we get more people, into the workforce, because we do have a labor shortage, particularly in the hospitality and the visitor economy. And we have a significant unemployment challenge with unemployment rates in visible minority communities. And so how can we enable that and kind of match the two?
Good to know that you have some wonderful things coming up. In case you ever need any support from our end in reaching out to as many people in the multicultural communities, we'll be happy to connect, and of course, connect again in the future and see how we can support some of your wonderful dreams come to life.
Great. Well, thank you very much for the opportunity to be with you today.
Yes, thank you. And we look forward to meeting you again and chatting further. And all the very best in your new role.
Thank you so much.
Take care, Jeffrey.
Goodbye.
Let me introduce my special guest here, Sangeeta Sharma. Sangeeta is an educator and a businesswoman. She is the president of Niue Academy of Cosmetology and Massage here in Calgary. Sangeeta emigrated to Canada from India in 1992 with a bachelor's degree in education. But I'm not going to say too much because I would like us to hear from her directly about her journey as a Canadian, as an immigrant, a successful immigrant in Canada. Welcome, Sangeeta.
Thank you, Moji. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk about immigrants, right? I think immigrant is something that Canada is all about, right? It's immigrants are the one that's actually creating jobs, creating so much. Me being immigrant and coming here in Canada, I'm grateful because Canada is a land of opportunities. It has given me something that I'm forever grateful. So again, like my name, Moji said, my name is Sangeeta Sharma. I came here in 1992, and like everybody, every immigrant, I had my struggle, I had my part. Now where I am today, because of the struggles and issues and not knowing Canada.
What are some of those struggles?
Those struggles, oh my God, because when you come in a country, especially in 92, nobody was recognizing your education. It's just going like, you have to go back to school, and I'm just going like, go back to school for what, right? So it was a little bit hard for me to accept, because you have done your Bachelor of Education, you have done your cosmetology, and then suddenly you have to go back to school. So school name is big. If you say you have to go back to university or college, it's huge. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to Flicky Market here in Red Deer, Alberta. We carry products from different parts of the world, basically most African, Hispanic, Asian, Caribbean and Indian products. We carry the frozen, the fresh, the dry food, and we also cater for all our Canadian customers. So you are more than welcome to visit us at 4805 48th Street.
So my name is Ruhi Ismail-Didra. I'm the Director of Policy and Communications for the Calgary Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber exists to help power, support, and inspire Calgary businesses. And really, we believe that if small businesses are successful, then we're all successful. The Calgary Chamber has been around for 130 years, and we really believe that a strong business community creates a better city for us all. And we're really here to help support businesses, particularly over the last several months where it's been quite challenging for all of us. And it's been really critical that businesses in particular have additional support from groups like the Chamber.
So for new businesses and those who do not know the Chamber, what would be their first point of contact, and what are the few services they will say they can get directly from the Chamber?
Absolutely. So the Calgary Chamber website has a whole bunch of information, and our membership team is always happy to assist, and they're just membership@calgarychamber.com, so you can email them anytime. The Chamber does a few key things. One of them is around influencing the policy and government decisions that impact businesses. So really ensuring that business does have a seat at the table with government and key decision makers. The other piece that's really important is around connecting businesses and connecting them to customers, and so that they can build their network, learn from each other, and really make sure that they're part of the business community. We also do a lot of capacity building, and so we help businesses learn about key areas like marketing, HR, finance, and other areas that matter for their businesses. And the last piece is to help with member benefits. And so things like savings, insurance plans, advertising, some of those things that just help business moving forward in the direction that they need to. But of particular note, through the pandemic, we've been really focused on the advocacy side. So ensuring that businesses have the supports that they need to make it through the pandemic.
So this is our Small Business Week special. What do you guys have for Small Business Week?
We're very excited about Small Business Week, and we host it to help businesses connect with each other and support our businesses and entrepreneurs so that they can succeed in Calgary. So throughout the week, we've got a ton of stuff going on. We have appreciation stations, so we'll be doing coffee and surprise drops throughout the city. We'll have the vaccination bus to help ensure that people have the opportunity to go get vaccinated if they haven't already. We'll have a full virtual summit with workshops, a keynote, some beer tasting and stretch breaks and all of that. And then we'll finish off the week on Friday evening with the Calgary Small Business Awards and Gala, where we have 8 awards that we'll be giving to small businesses that have demonstrated really exceptional resilience.
So everything is virtual?
Close to everything is virtual, so we've had to pivot some stuff to being virtual. We'd hope to do it in person where everyone could see each other, but given the nature of the 4th wave, we have chosen to move some things virtual. That said, we are going to be visiting businesses to just do some drop-offs and thank them for everything that they do, and have some coffee stops outside. And our awards gala will in fact be in person, and so we'll be taking all the safety precautions, requiring proof of vaccination or a rapid test recently, and we'll work to keep everybody safe and everybody connected as well.
That's good. Is there any special theme for this Small Business Week? Any specific theme?
Good. Just celebrating small business on the whole. And so last year we were really focused on resiliency. This year we've seen businesses emerge quite strongly from that. So we'll be continuing to celebrate resiliency, but more broadly under the full banner of small business.
That's good. Anything else before we let you go?
Just a thank you so much to small businesses. We know that small businesses are working really hard. They make up a ton of the labor force in Calgary and across the country. And they're part of so much of the important work that's being done on the diversity front and in a whole bunch of other areas of our economy. They're really, really critical to helping us continue to move forward. So really just thank you for all that you do.
Thank you for coming on, and all the very best, and hope to see you again. Keep doing the good work with the challenging COVID situations.
Thank you so much. Take care. Appreciate you having me.
Salut, mon nom est Christiane de BCW in Action. Cette semaine, en tant que la semaine de petites entreprises, BCW est ravi de présenter et de célébrer nos entrepreneurs noirs dans l'industrie alimentaire. Découvrir leur entreprise étonnante, présenter sur les plateformes de nos médias sociaux et assurez-vous de visiter leur emplacement et de les soutenir.
Hey there, my name is Mokwi Lestinger and I'm from BCW in Action. This week being Small Business Week, BCW is excited to be featuring and celebrating our Black entrepreneurs in the food industry. Check out their amazing businesses featured on our social platforms and support, and make sure to visit their location.
I know that you have a show. You want to tell us about your show?
Yes, I am very, I'm very privileged, and also, of course, been a pleasure to have people like you on my shows. It's called Angie's Talk Show, and I had the summer off a little bit on that one because, of course, it's summer and I want people to enjoy their lives. But I am going to start it again and loving to cater some people like you who are in the business and at the same time giving back to the community. So I enjoyed like really doing that. And I'm hoping that one day I can also put those stories together and put it into a book. That's really my wish. And all the people that came in and share their passionate stories, inspirational stories in with me in my talk show. I want them to be like helping me to write that book and put it together because of the pandemic and everything that we experience. It's gonna be a good one, I guess. I do believe that everywhere there is a poverty, but it's in a different way. So that's why I build my magazine in order to raise awareness for whatever is going on with the lives of other people. People who cannot talk about their story, they can write on a magazine. So those are the things that I do. I do believe that had helped a lot of people along the way.
Do you have any link or any website or anything like that you want to share with people?
Absolutely. I would love them very much to visit angieostojic.com. That is my website. And there's a lot of things that I've done in there. I did some training and also some speaking and motivation and everything that other people to get help in order for them to build their, of course, confidence, their own confidence.
Why support young Black entrepreneurs with this program? The Black Entrepreneur Startup Program, fondly known as BESP, it comes with a whole lot of great benefits. First, capital injection. We all appreciate the importance of capital injection to every business. Secondly, creation of employment. We're not just creating employment directly for that entrepreneur, but we are also creating indirect employment because there is that web designer who is going to design his website. There is that truck driver who will deliver his goods. So there is both direct and indirect employment. And finally, multiculturalism. We foster multiculturalism because with the exchange of cultures, the economy thrives, the economy grows.
If you are a young Black entrepreneur and you're aged between 18 to 39 and you're looking for funding for your business, then you definitely need to check out Futurepreneurs Black Entrepreneur Startup Program funded by RBC. It's an excellent program that has been created to address specific barriers faced by young Black entrepreneurs. Our goal is to truly help you be successful in launching your business. And we also offer you a mentor along the way for 2 years after you receive funding to help you scale and properly grow. So do not hesitate to go on our website to contact us if you need more information. We are there to help you. Thank you.
My name is Sean Raymond and I'm with Sean Fire Training. I am here to tell you about the BESP program with Futurepreneur. Not only has this program helped inject capital funding into my business, it has helped me grow my entrepreneurial business far more rapidly than I would have ever been able to think or come to beforehand. This program gives me mentorship that allows me to grow my business for 2 years after the funding has been released. And not only has that support helped me grow, it has also given me the confidence to make the decisions and the choices that I need to make my business as successful as it has been this year.